I'm going to start on a new project. This is a project by a very well-known YouTuber by the name of Kip K. And basically, I've just been wanting to try this project for a very long time. So here, I'm going to sort of build it for you. What you will need, if you want to build this project your own, a good aluminum coffee can, some masking or electrical tape, the fan grill that will fit your coffee can, in my case 120 millimeter, and an 80 millimeter fan, or you can go either larger or smaller depending on your can. You just want one that has good airflow. This particular model is an FFB 0812SH, and I believe it's about 60 CFM. If I'm not mistaken, you will also need a box cutter or X-Acto knife, a hot glue gun, a 9-volt battery connector, 9-volt battery, and a Sharpie. So basically I think we're going to start with the can first, or the lid. So I'm going to go in the garage and do the cutting that I need to fit this fan. Okay, so now we're back from the garage and cutting the square hole in this. Now what you're going to want to do, I've left this hot glue gun here so it can warm up, is you're going to take your fan and, well, first I want to mount, I want to have little holes where I can mount a fan grill if I want to. So let me go over here and get that. Anyway, zip ties will help you sort of attach a fan grill, like if I wanted to attach one underneath this thing, because you know, maybe the bag, we're gonna have a bag of ice in here, so maybe the bag might get caught in the fan blade and maybe rip the bag, and then the ice will melt and water will get all over the place. I don't want that to happen, so I'm probably gonna put a fan grill on the bottom, but the top doesn't really need it because it has sort of a vane design. It's kind of difficult to stick your fingers in, like by accident. So let me just secure this. Okay, so now we're done with that, and we'll give it a little bit of time to dry, and while we do that, I am going to want to, first of all, peel off the wrapper. So I'm going to take this to the garage and just drill holes right here, and I'm also going to make hot glue. I'm going to hot glue this grill in there as well. So I'll be right back and do that. Alright, so I'm back from the garage, and what I have done is I've just taken some scissors and basically drilled out these holes right here. Sort of like, I have some shears in the garage, so you basically take them and you do like this to get the holes in them. So I believe I have something like 16 holes around the edge, and I think that should be just fine for airflow. If not, I can test it right now. Alright, so I've gone ahead and cut the slits in the coffee can that I wanted to do. So now the lid is basically complete. And you know, I think I am going to take the precaution and add the fan grill, so I'll show you how to do that once I get the I'm going to call them sticky clips again. Zip ties. That's it. Okay, so basically we have this fitted on, and now I want to show you how to connect the battery to the fan. Now the blue wire is not really too necessary, so what I'm going to do with it, it's basically the sensor wire. You hook it up to a computer, it will tell you the RPM of the fan, but we don't need it. So we're going to put it down here, and I'll probably just end up wrapping it around here. In fact, I'll do that right now. Or should the grill still fit on if I do that? Yes, it will. Okay. So I'm going to take this wire and just wrap it around like that after I get the grill on and everything. But the blue wire we don't need. And so The only two wires are the red and black. So what you're gonna do is, I'll probably need to strip these a little bit more. This is a wire stripper. What you do with one of these is, well, first of all, let me cut off the already tinned ends. Tinning is basically taking solder and running it along a wire, just so that it's, you know, less susceptible to being frayed. And that's too small, so we'll have to go to a smaller gauge. So this is a 10 to 32 gauge, actually 8 to 32. Or I'm gonna go with the 10 to 24 one, and I'm gonna strip about this much off. There we go. So that's stripped now. And we'll do the same thing with the black lead. There's the 10 to 34. Okay, there it is. Go ahead. And try that again. So you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So now that wire is stripped. And I like to tie them just so that it's like doesn't fraze easily. I mean, I could tin them, but it wouldn't be easy to connect them to these wires. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the wires together just like this. And remember, black with black, red with red. Positive, positive, negative, negative. And we'll do the same thing with the red wire. Okay, so now that our wires are connected, we want to make sure that they don't make contact with each other and short out. Shorting out a battery is not good for it at all, so you don't want to do that. Messed up that tape. Let me try again. Okay, so basically I'm just going to take some duct tape and wrap it around these wire leads, because duct tape does not conduct electricity, so even if that touches the next lead, it will not make contact. And I'll do the same with the other, because this tin is aluminum, and aluminum is a metal, therefore conducts electricity very well. Metallic bonds, electrons flow freely. Okay, so here we go. Okay. So now we can test it out if we want, and we'll connect the battery. And there we go. Very, very nice. It's pretty good airflow. I can definitely feel it from here. And I can still feel it, so our air holes are indeed working. So that's good. And now I'm just going to take care of this wire, but I'll probably time lapse that. That's what that's going to look like. Okay, so now it's basically finished. The only thing that's left is this, which we need to install inside. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to stand up for this. And I'm going to find the hole that I marked, the little indents that I marked. Feed it in there. So now it's in there, and it looks like that on the inside. And I'm just going to take some hot glue now and fix it to the inside of this can. So now I'm going to cut the power to the hot glue gun, and basically we're just waiting for it to dry and then we can test it out. Also, if you want, you can probably sort of put, I don't really, secure these two together with tape. So if I go lengthwise, I'll do that, and then I'll slip it right down the middle, and I'll just encase the wires like this. Okay, so this is basically our finished product, and I believe the glue inside has finished drying. Yep. Alright, so now this is how you're going to use it. You're going to need a Ziploc bag, fill it with ice. So now we have a very cold bag of ice. You put it inside. And you can just turn on the fan now. So, secure fan. And there we go. Got some very, very nice cool air coming out of the can. So, yeah, that's really nice. And that is how you build a cool can. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up. Thanks for watching. I also have an added bonus, and that is salt. As soon as I find it. Okay, here we go. Salt, if you have your bag of ice, you can take sorry, this is over here. You have your bag of ice, you can take some salt and put it inside the bag. Now basically, salt and the salt and water reaction basically robs the surrounding air and anything in contact of heat. So this ice basically lowers the melting point of water. So these ice cubes will begin to melt, but they're going to be very, very cold. And that we can now put in here. And see what that gives us. And that is really nice. It's very nice, cool air. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.